Well, it's really hard to narrow down. We've had so many wonderful guests. I guess first one comes to mind because I love sports. It was a gentleman, a young man named Cody Casey, who was playing college football at Georgetown College as a sophomore, started the last few games of his freshman year, and then sophomore year, about 5 games in, breaks his leg, tackling somebody, had surgery, and of course thought, maybe I'll make it back by the end of the year. If not, I'll definitely be back to play my junior year. Well, unfortunately, 10 operations later, the doctors had to give him the unfortunate news that we're going to have to amputate your leg from the knee below. And to be told that at the age of 20, after being a college athlete on scholarship, just had to be dramatic and just overwhelming and cause a person to be hopeless. Yet he embraced that. His faith became real. And then also he winded up with his prosthetic returning kickoffs his junior and senior year. And so just an incredible story of hope that overcoming just a real tragedy and having a leg amputated for no reason other than he broke his leg. And thousands of people recover from broken legs all the time, but not to the point of amputation. So Cody Casey's definitely one because of my love for athletics. Sherry Matherly's another one that comes to mind, a mom that unfortunately was going through a divorce because she had an alcoholic husband who was very verbally abusive, had a hard time keeping a job. She worked hard at Toyota, so her and her 16-year-old daughter, her daughter said either we leave together or I'm leaving because this is not healthy anymore. And so she finally realized it got to the point that it wasn't healthy, so her and her daughter moved out. One day she went to go home and get the mail because they were still in the process going through the divorce. She didn't think that her soon-to-be ex-husband was home. But as she went to get the mail, he came out of the house with a gun, and before she could back out of the driveway, he shot her in the head. Well, since then, she's never been able to go back and work. It's a miracle she's even alive because she got shot close range in the head. In fact, the doctors told her family that all we know to do is to tell you to pray, but miraculously, she is alive. Yet she's not able to drive, and she lost her home and lives in just a little 1-bedroom apartment. But she is such an encourager to so many people, and she's trying to talk to other people about domestic abuse. And it may not be just physically. In her case, it wasn't physical, but it was verbally. And so she doesn't want somebody else to go through the horror she did of being shot and left to die. And so those are just a couple of the many, many stories that inspire me and hopefully give other people hope.